haven't vlogged for ages. I'm on my way to a doctor's appointment to get my results for a CT scan. Annoyingly, I had the CT scan middle of April, and the only reason I'm able to go and get the results today is because I've paid for a private appointment because I hadn't heard anything back. So it's these little things that just annoy you. Even just a letter to be like, everything looks fine, or there's been this much progression, or whatever. But it's what, middle of June, so 2 months, just to give you results on what sort of how much more lung I've lost. It's not like I'm asking whether I've got a common cold. So I'm on my way there now, stuck in traffic. It's a weird parking space. I'm not sure if they can get in and out. Oh yeah, they can. Just. That's a tight parking space. So I've got some early, and my doctor's always late. So rather than sit in that waiting room, I'll sit in the car. So I'm going to predict what I think the CT scan's going to show. I think it's going to show my sarcoidosis is active. I think it's going to show that the fungal ball on this side has grown, potentially. I think whatever it is here, which is like the side of my fist, I think it's going to show that that has changed in some way. And that I think the bottom parts of my lungs might start showing some thing. There'll be some shadows or something there, which would potentially indicate either sarcoidosis or aspergillosis. That's what I think. Let's go and see how right I am.
You need to come forward in the front here, isn't it?
Yeah. So I've left my appointment, and yeah. Yes, that's not good news. It's near enough as I predicted. My sarcoidosis has come back, so the tops of my lungs are really scarred, which is why I struggle to breathe, because they don't move at all. There's no giving them whatsoever, and the bottoms of my lungs now are starting to show sarcoidosis. So sarcoidosis is an autoimmune disease. Basically means you've got an overactive immune system. So my immune system is fighting itself. Well, it's not fighting itself, it's fighting me. The medication for sarcoidosis is to turn my immune system down. I can't take that because I've got another disease called aspergillosis. I can't even speak. Aspergillosis, which is annoying. Someone's looking at me very strange. I think it's because I'm talking to myself, and they're probably wondering who I'm talking to. So battery's going on this. So basically, I can't take the medication. The medication that they have is to turn down my immune system. But if you turn down my immune system, then the fungus will grow. So yeah, I'm gonna go home now. I will carry this on when I've got a full battery. So I'm at the hospital. This died, the battery literally died the other day. Oh, I always turn this on before I put my seatbelt on. At the hospital. Let me get out of here because I'm roasting. It is so hot. Finally out of the car park. That hospital was so hot. So yeah, as I was saying, my battery literally died at wherever I finished off on recording the other day. And then the Saturday and Sunday I didn't really feel like recording, to be honest. So I've got a video filmed on a Friday and a Monday. And I can't really remember everything that I said on the Friday. I probably should have watched it back before recording this, but hey. So I've just been to hospital to have some blood tests. They are to look at how active the sarcoidosis is. So all they can do is really look for inflammation markers. So there's no test to say, oh, this is what you've got, blah blah blah. It's just to see how much my body is fighting and how much white blood cells are in my body, and basically they just look at all these different markers, and from that come to the conclusion how active my sarcoidosis is. I think I touched on this. The problem with the medication is, so I've got two issues. One, I've got an overactive immune system, and then from part of my immune system it's underactive. So the medication they normally give me for one part of the disease turns my immune system down. They can't do that because the other disease I've got, which is my inability to fight off fungal infections, I need as much immunity as possible. So they're sort of stuck on what to do. And that's it really. I've just got to wait. I'm having a PET scan. Listen to this. I don't know if I said this the other day. So they said I need a PET scan, and this PET scan will be able to tell how active everything is in my body and what's going on. But they can only have 10 non-cancer patients a year that can have the scan, of which I'm going to be one. But imagine that. Imagine being told we need to have this scan to help with treatment, but 10 other people already had it, so you can't. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the NHS and it does amazing things, but it is little things like that. You're just like, how have we got to this stage where it's just like, well, you can't have it. 10 other people we thought needed it more than you. So, but then even from the doctor's point of view, like, that's a difficult decision to make. Imagine having to make that decision. Going, right, we need this scan, but there might be someone next month that needs it even more. Hey, so, but yeah, anyway, so my breathing's really bad. They're not sure how to treat me. It's getting progressively worse. That's it. I try and make some better vlogs because this is pretty awful. And if anyone watches this, I do apologise. But a part of these vlogs is really just a diary for myself. And so for that, I don't apologise. I take my apology back. No, seriously, these vlogs, when I don't focus, they're actually pretty awful. And vlogs like this, where I'm just talking to camera, I should just sit down and talk to camera instead of me driving like this. Oh, traffic jam. Oh, people ain't happy about people squeezing in front of me at the traffic jam. Right, anyway, I'm going to focus on driving now because it's a traffic jam, as opposed to just the straight roads, and I will record something when I get home, no doubt.